trying to take those quick singles. Quite interestingly, no slip in position.
Yeah, he's sort of a bowler who will rely on his line and his length. He'll keep on attacking those stumps. That is probably the reason he's got a mid-wicket fielder in instead of the slip fielder, the captain. Because he has this habit of bowling those in-swingers into the right-handers. The trouble is, 192 runs only to win. So he'll have to find the balance between attacking, being positive, not over-attack also. Again, this is the fielder plays exactly for that, who does a wonderful job. Good captaincy and great fielding too.
Throughout this game, we have seen the youngsters not afraid to put that extra dive. It's played away from the fielder. Look at the dive. Brilliant effort, saving some runs. When you're defending a target around 230 odd runs, you need to put those kind of efforts in the field. It will boost the confidence of the bowler as well.
Oh, risky, very risky. Just for one though. You get a feeling that every time Kolkata's bowls is looking to get wickets. He's attacking those stumps. Really excited to see him bowl.
A clever piece of bowling and right approach, especially on this surface, bowling wicket to wicket, because he knows all of a sudden a couple of deliveries just keeping it below that might create a chance for him. Never praise the bowler, commentators curse. All of a sudden an extra.
Just a wide with us. Because he's trying hard, he's attacking those stumps.
Cricket में हारने वाला खेल.
It's not easy for these young boys from Nepal. But this is what this stage is all about. Learning, getting the exposure, being watched all over the world.
Target.
Nicely driven. Just for one.
Technically, these batters look solid. The likes of Arjun Kumar and Mayan.
ये कुमाल नहीं हो?
But do they have that power? Can they generate that power to get those quick runs? They need to find those boundaries as well here.
At the moment, they can rely on rotating the strike. Maybe later in the innings, they will need that firepower. He's appealing for it. The captain is appealing for it, but umpire is not interested. Couple of runs taken off leg byes. 13 done, 47 for 1.
As of now, the match is evenly balanced, though they have lost the wicket of Akash Tripathi, 47 on board. Samudita will continue. Keep down the order the likes of Santosh Yadav, Hemant Dhami, Uttam Rangu Thapa Magar, even the likes of Naren South, he can get runs for your team.
Yeah, but the question is, do they have that ability to absorb the pressure? It's not easy. Conditions not easy. The ball keeping low. It is wide. So with us there, the X factor with the spinners will take a lot out of them if they have to go down and chase down this total 186 runs still to get. It's good cricket. It's milking it, easing it for one.
But they need to target one bowler. It's not easy for them to take on Mathulan Kukadas. They need to plan against Jamudita.
Huh? Sorry.
Slowly inching closer to that 50 mark, Nepal.
Oh, so close that one was.
An inside edge, holding on his pads, saving man. Slow in the air, inviting man to go big. But as of now, not at all in a hurry.
And that one thing Sri Lankan spinners have, they have seen Nepal bowlers bowl, so they would know how to bowl, which length to bowl, which pace to bowl. And the fielders are definitely supporting them. 14 gone, 49 for 1.
Steady start by Nepal, 49 for 1 after 14, chasing a score of 234. Sri Lanka needs wickets. Mayan and Arjun trying to establish his innings with a solid partnership. The impressive slinger. Kudas. Outside edge. Third man, luckily for Sri Lanka, is quite fine. The first couple of overs of Kudas, he has been good pace. Hurrying the batsmen up. His interesting tussle, an interesting passage of play in the first 14 overs or so. Yes, they've lost a wicket. The 50 comes up for Nepal. Momentum is a thing. I think they managed to pull things back in their favour in that first innings. They were looking to chase well above 250, but they've pulled things back in their favour. And now Nepal, I would say it's a sedate start, 50 for 1, but they would take that against a decent bowling lineup of Sri Lanka. Down the leg side, clips away. A hint of movement towards the onside, possibly the angle. But Kukadas is bowling at. He'll be someone to look out for as a ball is quite old. If the reverse swing does offer for the fast bowlers, and I'm sure with his action, he'll be a handful. And you can see there's a wind blowing across the ground. It's changed direction now. And that's a common sight here in the UAE, especially at this time of the year. It does get a bit breezy as the temperatures continue to drop. You might get some purchase, as you rightly pointed out, Maruf. They will definitely look to exploit that old ball. And with the kind of action that we are seeing here right now, he'll definitely fancy his chances here. Not going to be easy for Nepal. Nicely played. Letting the ball come to him. Arjun at the last moment just opened the blade up. Get a single towards third man. Mathulan has been, Mathulan, beg your pardon, has been hitting the back of the length. I reckon in a slow surface, docile, hardly a blade of grass, fuller you bowl and get the extra car field and mid as straight as possible. And narrow that gap between the mid-on and the mid-off. It's going to be important. On the other hand, spinners just have to do what Nepal spinners did to keep things quiet. Bowling wicket to wicket. Yes, it is a game of small margin, and the fielder can make a vast difference. So, having the right fielders in the right place, extremely important when you're defending a score 234 is what Sri Lanka have managed to get. And Nepal, they are putting on a show here for the Nepali supporters. Quite a few, and it's getting better, the crowd, the number. You can expect a few more people joining in as the day progresses. 15 done, 54 for 1. The left-arm spinner will continue for Sri Lanka in search of a wicket, in search of a breakthrough. Silasip in place, attacking the two right-handers. But in all fairness, in this surface, we have not seen procedures turn. Just slow, the shot doesn't come to the bat. So that's why I said get the field as straight as possible and get the batter just like that. They have to open the face of the bat. He's done that. He'll get a single. They'll rotate strike. Arjun, the new batter, in. That required run rate, that needs to be in check, especially on a wicket like this. The foundation is already laid. Now what they... Paul, think tank would be saying to one of these batters, try and get a big one. Play that Shanmuganathan innings for Nepal. At the moment, I feel Mayan Yadav has done the hard work. A strike rate of 50 being maintained. And looking solid. And in all fairness, Nepal do play in these kind of surface back home. So it just suits their game ideally. How much turn? Yeah, in Nepal it does turn, but it's very slow. Nicely bowled. Just a single towards long on. Yeah, good over so far from Chamudita. He's bowled well. He's bowled at the right speed, and he's not afraid to fly the ball on a few occasions. So he's keeping the batter guessing, and that's what you want to do in the middle overs. And that's what the field position Parvez was talking about. Keep those fielders straight. A dot ball to end the over. 16 overs bowled. Nepal are 56 for 1. After 16, 3 fast bowlers being used and a left-arm spinner. We did have the 5th bowler used by Sri Lanka, placing the fast bowler bowl from that end, Matulan Kubadas, who bowled 3 overs. Thermika. Straight away. Welcome to the crease, says the batter. Brilliant hit. Well, that was ballistic from Mayan and unexpected. Thermika bowling that one up. Flighted delivery. And Mayan latches onto it. He's just launched that towards long on. What a hit. And what a way to welcome the skipper of the opposition. With a 6. The off spinner. He has Thermika, the captain. Missed out with the bat. His philosophy was caught at mid-wicket. Can be a challenge against the 2 right-handers. Straight away. Welcome to the crease, says the batter Mayan Yadav, and goes the maximum. Brilliant hit. Well, that was ballistic from Mayan and unexpected. Sevmika bowling that one up, flighted delivery, and Mayan latches onto it, and he's just launched that towards long on. What a hit, and what a way to welcome the skipper of the opposition with a six. Clean hit. Though there was a long on fielder, Mayan Yadav didn't hesitate to go over the top. Backed himself, middle of the map. Off she goes. Massive hit. Yeah, just in the slot there. And he'll definitely want to make full use of that. Standing hit there from Mayan. Rightly so. Pulling the length back. It's got spinners all around the globe too. As soon as they get hit in a good area full up. It's a record of them again listed career. Very good economy, 4.56. Still early days, just a teenager. Spoken a lot, captaining the side, hailing from Martha's service market, where the great grandson of Jai Surya will go as well. A lot of expectations from his hometown. Keeping it low. A good comeback from Sevmika. After being hit for a six, he's now bowled a lot quicker, a lot flatter, and not in the zone. He's also managed to get some turn, which is a promising sign. This time on the pads again and nicely worked away. They're looking for the second. This could be risky. Throw at the non-striker's end and they make it comfortably in the end. So good running between the wickets. Stole an additional run. End of the over, 17 overs bowled, it's 64 for 1.
glorious time जब फर्स्ट डे पोस्ट शो देखते थे भारत पे. It was also a glorious time जब मैं छींकती थी और मेरा सोचो बाहर नहीं आता था. आपका प्रोफेशन? हाउसवाइफ. पर शायद ना मुझसे वो माँ वाली वाइब्स आते हैं. सर पे गया ना उसका. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है हम किसी वीडियो गेम में आ गए. ये चैप्टर है ना हम जिंदगी भर याद रखेंगे. Is a necessity. Don't you think we are invited to? We are surrounded by trouble. पाकिस्तानी सिपाही नियंत्रण रेखा पार कर चुके हैं. दुश्मन हमारी खामोशी को मेरी कमजोरी समझ बैठे हैं. They want a war. I'll give them one. It's finally time to take homie out. Let's finish what we started. How we choose to spend this time will decide if we make history or not. एशिया कप अंडर 19 में फिर से बचने वाला है धमाका. जैसे 16 साल के सचिन ने 1989 में दिखाया था धमाका, क्या अब 13 साल का बैकअप दिखाएगा जज्बा. देखिए ACC मेंस अंडर 19 एशिया कप इंडिया वर्सेस पाकिस्तान 30 नवंबर लाइव सोनी लिव पर. We have decided on a united India that will look something like this. धर्म के नाम पर लकीरें खींचने को हम कब से तैयार होगा. लड़ के लेंगे पाकिस्तान. This plan is set into motion. पूरा हिंदुस्तान बिखर जाएगा. करोड़ों हिंदुस्तानियों की कहानी है. फ्रीडम एट मिडनाइट सोनी लिव पर. 4 नाबालिग बच्चियां फर्जी जैसे हथियार से बेरहमी से मर्डर कर दिया गया है. प्रकोप से हुई तो उसकी मौत. कैसा प्रकोप? उत्तम राव और रुक्मिणी इनका हाथ भट्टी का व्यवसाय जोरों से चल रहा है. अपना राज्य इधर अपन उधर. इसमें बहुत से प्यादे शामिल हैं. We must find the truth behind the truth. उनसे भी बड़े मगरमच्छ हैं. थोड़ा उधर भी ध्यान दो ना. Just after the drinks break, Nepal 64 for 1 in 17 overs, a run rate of 3.76 being maintained, and a required rate of 5.15. Well on their way, and so far It's been a good 17 overs for Nepal.
Yes, they batted with intent and they punished the poor deliveries, and that's what we expect from the top order bat of Nepal. And as rightly pointed out by Parvez, conditions very similar back home for Nepal, and they've made full use of this. Good partnership between the two batters. Currently, it's 25 runs between the two, and they look solid for some more under their belt.
Sri Lanka is desperate for wickets. Confirmation, Akash, the only man, dismissed 19 of 33. Mayan and Arjun putting up a lovely foundation for Nepal to chase the score down. Sri Lanka is desperate for wickets. Atula and Kogadas, who bowled 3 overs from the opposite end, it has to come back from the media box end, possibly for another couple of overs. Shot in the gap for a single.
Short and wide from Kogatas, and nicely played in the gap for a single. So they will be keeping a close eye on that required run rate. It's around 5 currently. They'll want to keep it at that. 65 for 1. A very solid start for Nepal in this game. And impressed so far from what you've seen, Maruf?
Yeah, I've been very much. The temperament shown by the two batters have been really good. Even the middle overs, the way spinners bowl, and the proactive captaincy most of the time. But the Nepal skipper has been good as well. Probably huge appeal. Bat hitting the ground would have been a noise. A lot to like about Nepal. Been there a few times myself as to play, as to commentate as well. The passion over there is magnificent. It's good to see even Nepal nationals who are working in UAE, coming in numbers and supporting the teenagers. And this is where I feel Asian Cricket Council got to be applauded for the efforts to bring the associate countries into play, let them play with the big boys of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, even Afghanistan. We're getting some fantastic talent coming through from the under 19 levels into emerging cricket, then to the big boys in the national side. Lovely pathway to go forward. All these boys have to do is get out there, show what they have, and play with passion. Simple as that.
Yeah, you mentioned about emerging teams, and what a tournament we just witnessed last month in Oman. Some real serious talent coming out of it. And some have already made the right noises. If you talk about somebody like Allah Ghazanfar from Afghanistan, impressive bowler.
Yeah, 100%. Just been fetched by Mumbai Indians. What else to speak about? And still playing the under-90s. He just bowled a good spell in Dubai Sports City, 10 overs, 25 for 1 against Bangladesh. In that game where Bangladesh batted first, 228 for 9. A lot to like about. Personally, myself, been involved in Asian cricket for the last 24 years. I've just loved the way everything has stepped up. Especially a country like Afghanistan, from where they were 10 years ago, and the quality of players they have produced. From Rashid Khan, Mujibur Rahman, now Allah Ghazanfar, some of the batters. So good to see the pathway has been created, and now I think it's the turn of Nepal and UAE. UAE surprised many by becoming the under-19 runners-up in the Asia Cup, losing to Bangladesh last year. I hope they too put up a show. Nepal, they've come a long way.
Well, those are the fixtures then. A lot to look forward to. Bangladesh playing Afghanistan currently in Dubai Cricket Stadium. But yes, UAE again, one of those few countries that have made huge improvements in their game, and overall the journey has been one to cherish. Sri Lanka will be taking on Nepal, as you can see right now here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Bangladesh, Nepal coming up next. Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and then Afghanistan, Nepal. So this is the Group B that we are talking about. There's a different Group A altogether. The big guns, India, Pakistan, in that group along with UAE and Japan.
Yeah, tough group this one. 3 quality sides, including Nepal, that's 4. First blood is going to be important. End of the 18th, 68 for 1. Going steadily. Nepal in chase of 234, 68 for 1. Lovely foundation being laid. Skipper Dharmika is continuing. After got hit in the first ball, the previous over, ever since then, he's been quite flat and quick.
Yes, and he's finally managed to get that length right as well, not too close to the batter, which is what you want. And I'm impressed by the fact that he's been able to get some turn on this wicket. We saw the bowlers of Nepal bowling in pairs, but they were not able to get as much turn as Dharmika has managed to get. Is that a sign that the wicket is getting slower in the second innings?
Yeah, they did. Especially once the ball loses the heart, does the shine, the ball might tend to stop on the bat, somehow to the batter. That's where the length is going to be crucial. It's better to be fuller than shorter. But the problem is two right-handers against an off-spinner. You bowling that arm, especially a player like Mayan Yadav, he won't think twice. He will use the long handle. Full toss, missed out. Arjun Kumar would have loved to put it through extra cover and mid-off for a boundary and missed it out.
Yeah, big opportunity there. Just had to place it in the gap, couldn't do that. In the end, it's going to be a dot ball. It's straight back. The feeling has been good from both the sides. We've seen them throwing themselves around the ground, and you expect that from these young athletes. You expect them to be at their 200% in the field.
Yeah, 100%. Nice and flat. And dot delivery. 19 done, 70 for 1. Just 2 runs from that previous over. Required rate of 5.29 is what the Nepal under-19s got to maintain to win this game. Shakti Gauchan, the legend of Nepal cricket, left-arm spinner, a canny operator. Shakti in his playing days, now the head coach of the under-19 setup. Change the bowling. Manisha. Ball from the media end. Praveen Manisha. Right arm leg spinner. Will he get some turn? Slip in place. Good start. Does get some turn, but it bisects that gap between slip field and car point perfectly. Get a couple of runs for Nepal.
A great first delivery to be bowling. And it's so important for wrist spinners to get into rhythm as soon as possible. If they manage to do that early in their spell, they can do wonders. And that is a really good start. Now, 2 leg spinners we're going to witness. One was bowling for Nepal. Yuvraj did really well, impressed one and all. And now it's time for Manisha to make a mark for himself.
Good length. Just a perfect length, but the spinner we're looking for, hailing from Lumbini College, Praveen Manisha. Just love the approach. Nice and easy. Gets onto his, put the weight onto the front foot and release it to the top. And a high arm action.
Yes, it reminds you of a certain Shadab Khan. Similar kind of bowling action. Also came through the ranks of under-19 age group cricket. And is a current superstar for Pakistan.
Googly. Straight away the Googly came in. The mid-wicket got vacant before that last delivery. The mid-wicket moved towards cover point. And the skipper of Sri Lanka is inviting the batter to
asked the batsman to play towards leg side against a turn. Not that length though. Possibly try and get that leading edge playing across the line. A good over so far. He's looked impressive and he's shown us what he can do. He's got variations and he's got good control. So very impressive. Praveen, can he finish off well? 2 deliveries left in the over. Quickly again, down the leg side. Yes, Praveen Manish is a wicket taker. He has the best figures of 6 for 56 in a youth test match against England. Not that far ago. Shows to show that he's a wicket taker. But how he's been used, that's the big question. And in this kind of a slow surface, as I said, better be fuller than shorter. Get the batsman to the front foot. That's going to be important. Yeah, his 10 overs, including this one, are going to be very crucial for Sri Lanka. If he can get a few wickets here, break this partnership. That's what Nepal did. They were able to get those wickets in the middle overs. Oh, big turner. Comprehensively beaten outside the off stump. 20 done, 75 for 1. That's 6 bowlers been used so far. Oh, what's that inside edge? An umpire gives it. Akbar Ali, he had no hesitation, and I think the wicket keeper, Anuja Rajapaksha, standing in for Shanmuganathan, takes a smart catch, and skipper Thevmika gets a breakthrough for Sri Lanka. Well, the timing couldn't have been any better. They were desperately looking for a wicket, and the captain has delivered that for them. Yes, inside edge, onto the pads, and a very good catch from the wicketkeeper. Brilliant. As the second wicket falls, Nepal are 74 for 2. Against run off play, Sri Lanka have strike back. The big wicket of Arjun Kumar needs to be taken by the stand-in wicket keeper. Brings in the left-hander. Santosh Yadav bowled really well. The left-arm spinners. Straight away, the confidence level high on Thevmika, giving the ball much to the right-handers. He was quite reluctant to do that. Against the left-hander coming round the wicket, creating that angle. This was the previous dismissal. Good catch by Rajapaksha. A very good catch. It was not easy. It was coming off the pads. Slight fumble, but then he's managed to hold on to it. Now, Bihas will definitely enjoy bowling to Santosh, the left-handed batter. Got 4 wickets with the ball, and now it's time to deliver for his side with the bat. Can he do it? He certainly has the ability. Young Santosh, this is what I've been hearing. The people I do get the information about, players. Valiant attempt by the fielder, extra cover. Just that this is where the experience of these youngsters will be handy. How many times have they chased down a score and been on the winning side? I think at this age, they're quite comfortable trying to defend it. But when it comes to crunch games, chasing down, under pressure, keeping cool, it's going to be the order of the day for Nepal. Yes, keeping cool. I think that's the operative word there. Keeping cool under pressure, mixing caution with aggression. That is the real test when it comes to 50 over cricket. Last ball. Tips towards mid-wicket for a single, calling for the second. No, says Santosh Yadav. Ends the 21st over, 77 for 2. Well, it's been a concerted effort by Nepal, going at 3.67 runs and over, 77 for 2. They're looking to try and get to a position where they can trust themselves for a launch with wickets in hand. This man, Yadav, so important for Nepal in this chase. He's 38 of 65. He's taken his time. Santosh is the other batter. But the problem, Ali, I see here is for Nepal is the mounting required run rate. Now 5.45. So as soon as it goes over 6, if it happens, that's where the pressure is going to tell on them.
Absolutely. That is what I was just wanted to talk about. That at the moment this looks fine, but for how long, that's the question. Because we've seen some threats in form of Atulan Kukadas and Praveen Manisha and Vihar Simvaka. 3 of these bowlers, they can be a threat to Nepal batters. So you got to find a balance between scoring runs and defending.
I like this leg spinner. He's not afraid to toss it up. His intention to get wickets is very, very much on display because he's attacking. He's looking for that loopy delivery. He's looking for turn off the track. He's having a man at slip. So that's good. So Sri Lanka obviously having the right idea. It's about the execution. But Nepal will be pleased with the way they have got to this stage. 75 for 2, though 78 for 2, I beg your pardon, though they would like to score a little bit quicker, maybe average around 4 and over in the first 20 overs, 25 overs, and then you look to assess. That's the wrong end. See, this is the maturity of these younger cricketers. Now, that's not great cricket, though, only a single. Why I say that is the variety they throw in. They know exactly what to do. I mean, 15, 20 years ago, it might be a luxury. But today, it's part of the game plan. So much of knowledge that's been imparted by the coaches, available on television, available on digital media. I mean, you just open anything, you got so much before you.
Yeah, I wonder at this age, under 19, if these boys are able to absorb everything, all this data and the stats and the information you're talking about. Sometimes it's good to be natural, let things happen.
Yeah, too much of anything is not good.
Absolutely correct.
79 for 2. What? For 2, spin from both ends. Off spinner. The captain coming on. Vihar Stevnika got an important wicket. That was a good catch by the keeper. Very good reflex catch. Did well. Sri Lanka needed that breakthrough at that stage. Little chip through mid wicket. That's a very good shot. Not an easy shot to play because it's the off spinner. But just take a look at the execution. Such a good shot with an angle bat.
Yeah, great placement. Right between the two fielders. Just a punch, a jab. I would say this boy can play. If you're able to play these sort of shots against the spin, you've got something in you. Well, look at this. Just a jab. Kept low too. And again, the point you were making in the previous over about the run rate at the moment is 3.63. Sri Lanka at the same point were 94 for 3. So they knew the importance of scoring runs. They were rotating the strike, getting the odd boundary here or there. Nepal has just taken 5 fours and 1 6 so far. They'll have to find a way to find a boundary here or there.
And also looking at the off spinner, that's the corresponding stage here, 95 for 3 talking about. Looking at the pace the off spinner's bowling, he's looking to fire the ball in. He's not letting the surface do anything for him as against the leg spinner. It's a more defensive mindset to me as an off spinner. You could see that he's looking to fire it in. He's not really looking to try and search for perches. But that could be the role. He's trying to block one end and get the leg spinner to look for wickets at the other end, because you can't be attacking from both ends.
Absolutely. I think this seems to be the plan at the moment. Just keep it tight. Don't give away extra runs. Just make them score for every run. Make them feel hard to get every run. That should be the plan.
He looks good. To me, he looks really good. Nicely punched down the ground. Single to end the over. 84 for 2. Spin from both ends. The leg spinner on. Sri Lanka desperate for wickets at the moment. Slip in with the left hander, so you expect a few googlies, expect some sliders, the flippers if he has it in his armory. Nicely played, nicely driven, full face of the bat. You could see how he moves into it and punches it.
Looks like a good player, young Santosh. Talk about Manisha, the leg spinner. Sri Lankan captain would want him to play the similar role what Yuvraj Khatri did for Nepal, the leg spinner. He's got a better control. He's been on target.
Now the right-hander versus the leg spinner is an interesting contest, because it's always going to turn away and find that outside edge. So this is where Mayan Yadav will be wanted to ensure that he doesn't do anything silly. See, he's teasing him. He's looking to throw it up, teasing him, inviting him to drive.
That's why the slip is also there in place.
Cool.
They realize the importance of getting the wickets. And one more wicket here will definitely dent the chances of Nepal, especially this man, Mayan, who's on 40 at the moment, holding one hand.
See, but the problem, Ali, with Mayan is that he's striking at only 54. So as someone who's in and set, okay, I'm not expecting to go at 90, but you'd want him to rotate the strike. You don't want him to be tied down. You want him to push for singles like that. Just keep opening up areas. Just make sure that you keep rotating the strike rather than just playing dots. In a way, it plays into the hands of the Sri Lankan fielders.
There are lots of similarities between the two batting innings. Sri Lanka had this dull period in between, but the spinners were dominating. Oh, that's a googly, beautifully bowled. And turn 2. It's good cricket. This is a very, very exciting game in our hands. 24 done, 86 for 2. 26 for 2 now. That asking rate is creeping up to 5.69, but as long as it's under 6 and over, the batting side will fancy chasing it because there is not too much of pressure with wickets in hand. Now Mayan is starting to show some urgency in his batting, but see, the key is he's batted this long, so Nepal will want him to finish it if they could, bat as deep as possible. Because he started to get into a role, he's now got into a kind of a groove, so needs to, from that zone, he needs to go on. Yeah, ideally they would want Santosh to play a inning what Abhisinghe did for Sri Lanka, because Shahrujan was one who was holding one end and he was scoring runs from the other end, so they can afford that. But if both of the batters keep blocking the deliveries, that won't help, because remember, Mathur and Kagudas has 6 overs remaining and he's the real threat, in my opinion, for Nepal. Yeah, but I see Santosh wanting to get on with it. He's looking for runs. And as long as this man is around and doing that, that's what Nepal needs him to do. Not just block, but just keep knocking it into gaps, get singles, just keep that scoreboard moving. That will help Santosh to be a little bit more aggressive, to express himself better. And also what this would do is they won't feel the need to be over aggressive, Santosh. If the singles are happening from the other end, the pressure won't get to them. A boundary here or there will do their work. But it's important, yes, I totally agree with you, that they keep on rotating the strike, take those singles or doubles. I think singles in this innings and in this match has proved to be extremely useful. If you look at the number of boundaries and sixes the teams have hit. Now, if you look at what Nepal has got, we'll talk about it, 91 for 2. See, on the point of boundaries we were talking about, Nepal has just hit 5 fours and 1 6. They played 91 dots at the halfway stage, 43 singles. So on a surface like this, they got to realize that those 1s and 2s are so important. Boundary hitting becomes tough. Now this is sensible. You could see that Mayan Yadav is now looking to be different. Yeah, some positivity in his batting. He's looking to score, rotate the strike on every occasion. 81, deliveries 45. And for Nepal, they would want him to go till the end. And Santosh can, play his natural game, which is being positive, the way he's played so far. 12 deliveries for his 9 runs. Interesting field. If you look at the field, this is very clever. You open the mid-wicket. You're just inviting the left-hander, play to mid-wicket, and I'm going to bowl wrong-uns. And bowl something different, not the leg break that spins in. So he's got that mid-wicket open, the offside is packed. Well, you could see that. So the invitation is to play across, maybe look for a leading edge to the man at short extra cover. Absolutely, and he's got a slip in place for catching. There's a catching extra cover fielder, and the fielder at point, and as he's about to deliver, he almost gets to that catching position. So good captaincy. Yeah, clever thinking, and when he wants to bowl the leg break, Ali, you could see that he's going wide to the off stump. So he's not bowling straight and not letting Mayan play it with the turn. Yeah, being very smart, Manisha. All these tricks will come handy. Got to be hitting the stumps as a bowler. One odd delivery which keeps low. Would do. This young man has a good mix. Now that I thought was pushed through quicker. Look to be the flipper. But he definitely has the wrong hand and the leg break, and wrong hand's been used brilliantly against a left-hander. Bold, nicely looped. That's a good over. Just a single off it. 92 for 2. Yeah, let's talk about some fun facts. 13 different countries, including the likes of Singapore. Have a look at it one more as they attempt to get the second not available. They'll have to settle for one.
What day?
Don't worry, we're getting back to that fun fact. There you are.
What day?
Singapore under 19s, Malaysia
What
under
day,
19s, and Kuwait under 19s
छैन
competed in the ACC under 19
What
men's
day?
and men's Asia Cup. Did you know that? I didn't. That's amazing. That's why these fun facts are there for. It's amazing.
तयारी के छ
I
तयारी
think this is a great path
तयारी
for
के
these
छ
youngsters. We know that
तयारी के छ
the
भने
Asian Cricket Council plays the under 19, not
हेल्प
just
गर्नुपर्छ
for boys but for girls as well.
ल म आएँ
Nicely done. Quick single. Now a direct hit would have been tight. For sure, a direct hit would have definitely had him tight, but that throw was slightly wide. Certainly, it was needed. Direct hit. But there is this urgency, the positivity in running between the wickets. Getting the run to perfection. Oh, this could have been very tight if he had direct throw was required, yes. Good shot, very good shot. Gone all the way, 6. That is a great shot to bring up the 100. And that should be Mayan Yadav's half century as well. And what an innings he's played. Absolutely a fantastic inning. One for the team. And it's not done yet. You can tell by the way he's been applauded by the team, by the fellow players. This means a lot, not just to himself, but for the team. And what a way to get it, hit it straight. That has been the key. Parviz has been talking about how important it is to hit it straight. That's exactly what he's done. Got the desired result. I think they are just checking the boundary. I saw it. Yeah. I think you saw it as well. But the umpires these days, they just want to make sure that they tick all the boxes before they make that call. But yes, the 100's up. What a fine half century that is. The job is only half done as far as Mayan Yadav is concerned and Nepal is concerned. They still got a long way to go, but what that 6 has done is the asking rate that was hovering around 6 is now down to 5.74. This will happen, but the important part is they keep on taking singles. This is good cricket. He hit the 6, the very next delivery, played it towards cover and get to the other end. Now that has to be out. That has to be out. Yes, indeed. That's a big wicket. Sri Lanka needed it, and the captain provides. He gets his second wicket, and not enough time that Nepal could afford to lose a wicket, but they will breathe a little bit comfortably or better because Mayan Yadav is not the batter out. Yeah, but still unnecessary. It was not required. They've already got a 6 in this over. Why would you go for a slog sweep? That's not good cricket. That's where he needs to learn. He had the opportunity. He looked good for his 10 runs. And he lost his wickets. 101 for 3. For 3. Now that is a wicket, as you correctly said, Ali. Nepal could ill afford to lose because that was unnecessary. And yes, Santosh Yadav looked good for the 10 he made. We both spoke with complimentary terms the way he batted. Right, Naren Bhatta is the new batter. Let's see what he could do. He joins Mayan Yadav, who's 53 of 84. So Mayan Yadav is the batter on strike. Now what Nepal doesn't want at this stage is a quick wicket. And running for two here. And they get the two. That's good running.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good running by Mayan. Played it with soft hands. And he knew it the moment he hit it that two ways available, and he got it with some ease. So I hope what this effect, the last wicket's effect of Santosh, this is how he went, will affect Mayan.
Yeah.
Affect him. Will he just stay there, keep his cool, keep his calm?
Love the leg spinner's control. As a leg spinner, it's not easy as a wrist spinner to bring in that control. And he has been in that channel, in that corridor. Always a challenge as a wrist spinner to do that, bring in the control. But this young man, slightly over pitch, but still look at the line. Manisha is bowling. He's bowling that off-stump line to the right-hander.
Yeah, and as they say, leg spinners tend to be expensive, but not in this case. He's only given away 12 runs without a wicket though, but that might come any time. He's into his 5th over, by the way.
See? Off-stump, off-stump.
He's bowling with a good pace. That's why he's not easy to get away. Just 12 runs given. This has been a very, very impressive spell of good leg spin. Just got control.
Oh, bold. That's the wrong one. I know he's been spoken of very highly in the Sri Lankan circles, Praveen Manish. I know he is young, but he's been spoken of very highly as someone definitely for the future amongst these under 19 lads coming through.
And rightly so. I think he's proving himself here. Although wicketless still, but it will come. 28 done, 103 for 3.
No.
103 for the loss of 3. The good news for Nepal is Mayan Yadav still out there in the middle, and at the same time, for Sri Lanka under 19, they're able to break the partnership. And the good news for me is I've been joined by Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Mudassir. The local boys in the commentary gantry. In the house. 103 for 3 after 28 overs. 131 needed of 132 balls. So it's almost a runner ball. And I think the game hanging in the balance.
Still dealing in singles, and the run rate creeping up. 5.95 is the required run rate. Good news for Sri Lanka under 19. They are creating that pressure, bowling those dot deliveries. He has been brilliant. Mathulan Kukadas, 4 overs going for just 15, providing that first breakthrough.
That's in the air. Is that a chance? No. Will fall in the vacant mid-wicket area. And they'll get 2 more.
Poor running between the wickets. Good work done by the fielder. Trying to break the shackles. Mayan Yadav, he knows the importance of these runs. They need to target one bowler. They want to target Segera. Good use of the feet. Ample of time to go back for the third, but happy by taking those couple of runs. Mayan and Naren South. Very watchful ball, just keeping a bit low, head towards square leg region. Technically, he looks very sound shape. Yes, and he's well set as well. So he's got a fair idea of how the pitch is behaving. The ball is keeping a bit low, as we can see. But he's been very watchful, very vigilant, and has ensured that he keeps the scoreboard ticking. His wicket is what Sri Lanka will want to see as soon as possible. A bit fuller, way outside the off stump. You should be given to the Nepal cricket board as well. These young boys coming into this tournament, they had a series of 5 games against Karnataka under 19, and Mayan Yadav has been in rich form, a couple of 50s to his name. A lot depends on his partner as well. They need to support Mayan Yadav. Full toss, nicely worked away. They're looking for the second, but will settle for one. Yes, they'll have to take a leave from the way Sri Lanka batted in the first innings. There was one batter who scored runs and the others played around him. Sharujan Shanmuganathan, he was the batter. And then Lakwin Abesinghe got a 50 as well. So they'll have to have that similar approach. They'll want to play around Mayan, who's now well set on 58. And the others need to contribute while ensuring that they keep the scoreboard ticking. End of the over, 29 overs bowled. It's 108 for 3. Well, as you can see, a lot of action is set for the next few days, and you can watch all of that and be up to date. This is a beautiful swing of the bat and will beat the fielder. Wonderful hit from Mayan as he continues the onslaught against the Sri Lankan bowlers.
Good approach by Mayan Yadav, looking positive, fighting hard for his team. He has taken on Manisha. Was in the slot, always in control, just losing the sight. The fielder at the deep mid-wicket. Running in and losing the sight and advantage. Nepal. Brilliant delivery, wrong one coming into the right hand and the finger goes up. What a comeback by Manisha. Slow in the air. Sets the line completely. Danger man needs to depart.
Well, it's the wrong one. That has undone Mayan there. Brilliant delivery. What a comeback from Manisha. Ensures that he lands that wrong one right and gets that big wicket. Beautifully bowled. Completely misread the ball. Played for the leg spinner, and this one was an easy decision for the umpire. Big wicket, big blow. Mayan Yadav out for 62 of 95 deliveries. It's 113 for 4. Well, 4 wickets down, 113 on the board. Sri Lanka bouncing back in the game. That is a big wicket, Mudassir.
Oh, absolutely. Fall of Mayan Yadav. In comes Roshan Vishwakarma. Into rebuild the innings here. Or just keeping a bit low. What a talent. This is the beauty of this men's under-19 Asia Cup.
Yeah, beautifully bowled. Some drift in the air, the ball turning.